right now. Today I wanted to drop in and check in with you about something that's coming up in January that I've been getting a lot of questions about, and it's called the Skyrocket system. I'm just going to mute this so that we don't have notifications popping up. So the Skyrocket system is something that I've developed through what I see as necessity. Before my son was born a couple of years ago, I was working one-to-one with people on creating businesses from their passions. And we had some really, really epic results. We had people coming in, starting their business completely from scratch, making close to $1,000 within a week, or more than $1,000 within a week, one girl. People, one guy within 3 weeks of starting his business and starting coaching with me landed his first deal for $13,000. Another lady who'd done a program a year or more before that laid out all the how-tos of building an online empire and $1 million business, still wasn't getting traction until we started working together. And within the month, she earned 9,000 US dollars. And she also made her money back from working with me within a week of working together. Paid for a month, earned her money back within a week. Really, really amazing results that these people were getting. But what I noticed was at one stage, I had 3 or 4 clients start pretty much in the same week. And I noticed myself going through the same types of things, asking the same questions, having the same conversations. And I realized that a lot of this could go into a system or a program. However, what I also knew, because I'd been through the same and I'd seen people much like that lady go through other programs, have all the how-tos laid out in front of them and still not get the results. I was one of them. I did a retreat when I first began. It was absolutely phenomenal. I paid 5,000 US dollars for a 3-day retreat, got my business started, then did another program for 4,500 Australian dollars and still only made $540 in my first year, right? And I was seeing this time and time again with people who went through programs with me, the retreat with me, other people who I coached through that very same company who was doing the amazing work. And I saw that the gap was in the lack of one-to-one contact and connection, where entrepreneurs start out and they get lost. There's too many decisions to make. What do I offer for my freebie? Who do I actually want to work with? Do I really need to do that? No, let's just skip to step 1 or 2 and go to step 3, right? There's no one there holding them accountable. There's no one there cheering them on when they're making amazing progress that seems like just a lot of work for nothing. There's no one there to help them make those decisions that help them to move forward rather than staying stuck. So that's why a few years ago, I actually just started working with people one-to-one. But then I realized also that I was having the same conversations over and over again. And I realized there needs to be a balance. So in my mind, the Skyrocket system was born. It's the same system that I was using with people one-to-one, and there is one-to-one involvement, but there's also a vault or a library, if you will, of resources that they can be referred to so that they can do that in their own time. And our one-to-one time can be just personal, specifically about them, specifically about their hurdles, their struggles, their roadblocks, and the things that they're wanting to make clearer decisions on, so that they can then go to the vault and find more information. I can refer them there. They can find out. And I started doing this a few years ago with my clients, going, hey, I'm going to record a video. I recorded a 45 or 50-minute video on exactly how to run a sales session and why to say certain things and how to do it. And I operate in a little bit of a different way now as far as that structure. It's not really the same. It's not really how I roll. But the fact was I had that resource to refer them to, and it saved us a lot of one-to-one time. So what's in the Skyrocket system? What kind of things can you expect in this library or vault, you might be asking? So firstly, everything to start out from scratch. Getting clear on your ideal audience. And if you've done that before and you're still struggling in business, perhaps it's time to do it again. I myself have gone through this process of redefining and redefining and redefining who I'm wanting to work with about 4 times in the last 12 months. It's really important for us to remain clear about who we're wanting to work with, why, and what we're going to be offering them. So getting really clear on that and getting clear on why. I just ran a challenge for 7 days, and one of the biggest feedback things from all the people who were involved was that I helped them to finally realize exactly why they needed a niche. They've heard it a million times. They've heard people say that they need to choose their audience, but they still didn't get why until they actually came and worked with me. And then the penny dropped, and then they can see how amazing their content is going to be, how they're going to create leads, how all of the pieces are going to come together through getting clear on this one thing. So we start with the basics, creating a niche, creating your offer, how to create an engaging and alluring package or offering or service or whatever you want to call it that is going to meet the needs of that ideal client and engage them. How to create a culture if you're running a group program or even just a culture within working one-to-one with clients. How can you create a culture that rubs off on people and has others using your lingo and using your terminology and having the same kind of energy and mindset that you do and your other clients do? How can you create that? How can you create a brand that really rubs off on people, where people know what you're about without much more than a simple flick through your profile, just going, oh yeah, great. How can they get a vibe for you instantly? How can you create a brand through other things that seem a little more tricky, like choosing colors and a logo and all those kinds of things? And to be perfectly honest, in the Skyrocket system, that's some later stuff. The primary thing is for you to get started, get clients, start making money so that you're turning around profit before you get into all the nitty-gritty little things that aren't going to actually bring in business. So we'll go through all of that. Going into content creation. For content creation, I'm bringing a background from sales. I'm bringing my knowledge about psychology and coaching and how to speak to people so that they're hearing you and they feel heard and understood, and they are being heard and understood, not just feel, not just trickery. I'm bringing that in. I'm bringing in TV presenting background, modeling, acting, all these different things, photography training, film and TV training, all these different little bits and pieces, plus work that I've done with people from across the globe who are absolutely nailing their content and who are paid thousands and thousands of dollars as marketers to create copy and create funnels and create things that convert for people. So I'm bringing all of that to the table as far as content creation goes, as far as branding goes, adding value and generating leads without an ad spend. This is something that's huge for people who are starting out, because I was there. I joined a program for $4,500 when I was flat broke, and I was struggling to pay for even the program. And then I was paying $100 to $150 a week for marketing that wasn't working. It brought me very few leads, 0 of which converted to paying clients. In this 6-figure coach program, again, I didn't have the support that I needed, and I was just hemorrhaging money, throwing mud at the walls and seeing what would stick, rather. It's not like that. It's all organic lead generation. At this point in time, the Skyrocket system will grow. It's going to expand. It's going to become bigger. The more I implement in my business, the more I'm growing, the more I'm learning from different mentors that I'm working with, the more I'm going to be pouring inside this vault that you get access to as well. We're going to look at how to create a really quality experience for your clients from start to finish. So from that very first interaction they have with you, through the sales process, into the program or whatever way you're working with them, how to create that beautiful flow-on effect where they're getting gold from you without you feeling like you're giving and giving and giving and giving your soul. But they're having the best experience of their lives, referring friends, referring family, referring other paying clients for you. We're going to look at connecting, collaborating, networking, all of the bigger stuff. Once you've got rolling, of course, we then want to do more. How can we then leverage our authority? How can we then be seen by more people? How can we then connect and collaborate with others so that we are leveraging our time, we are having fun with other people and aligning with people who do similar work with us. We're going to be looking at all this icky stuff around sales that people have as well, and scaling. How can you hire a team? How can you start to automate? How can you start to bring yourself to working on the business rather than just being stuck in the business? And that's such a typical trap that business owners and entrepreneurs get stuck in, is being in the business and having to do everything, having to wear the marketing hat, having to wear the accounting hat, having to wear the presenting hat, having to wear the servicing clients hat. And not every hat suits every person. So how can you actually get those things done without it having to be you all the time? That's where you're actually starting to build a business rather than just being a solopreneur. And of course, with my coaching background, with my own personal practices and beliefs, of course, there's a mindset element as well. We're looking at your mindset, we're looking at your energy, we're looking at how your habits are supporting you or not supporting you. We're looking at all the internal work that's going to make the difference in what you're manifesting externally, right? The clients you're connecting with are all a reflection of where you're at inside. The abundance or wealth or money that you're bringing in is a reflection of what's going on for you inside. So tweaking those little things and allowing ourselves to really rise up and up level internally so that we can up level externally as well. It's all part of it. There's several different ways to play with the Skyrocket system. And I say play because it can be fun. It doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be heavy. It doesn't have to be hard creating a business. It can be easy. It can be fun. It can be very rapid, as my clients in the past have proven, and as I've experienced within my own business as well. Results can happen very quickly. So I say play, but I also do need people to join this who are not going to waste their own time, who are serious about getting results, who are serious in putting in the work and enjoying the work and having fun with it, but not here to muck around. So there's several ways to work with this. Mostly involves some one-on-one work as well as the access to the Skyrocket system. If it sounds like something you're interested in and it's piqued your interest, get in touch with me. You can email me, bianca@biancaspears.com, or if you're connected with me on social media, you can drop me a message there. I look so forward to working with some of you guys in January and helping you to have the most amazing year yet in 2021 through really building a business from your passions and creating the freedom lifestyle that you've always wanted. I'll talk to you soon. Oh, now I don't know how to stop because I've never gone live before. See you guys.